Hi, I'm Morgan.
And I'm Stevie. And welcome to the Unhinged Smut Book Club podcast. I don't know what patriarchy's like on other planets, but men seem to be men. It's truly like a what would you do for a Klondike bar situation.
There absolutely could be some red flags in this situation, some blue flags, if you will, and
macaroni in a pot. That's some wow, as it is described. Direct quote from the book. We discuss the most unhinged smut that the publishing world has to offer.
It's a book club, but for sluts. Hey!
Hi!
How you doing?
I'm like so fucking pregnant.
You're like so fucking pregnant. You still have 3 months to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is August. You're due in November.
Yeah, and I would say, hypothetically, it could be mid-October, but ideally it will be like the day after my mom gets here to be with my toddler, be with baby Stevie. What am I going to call this one? It's going to have to be toddler Stevie and baby Stevie.
Yep, it is.
It's going to have to.
You're going to have to do that.
Yeah. Anyways, I was laughing to myself as I was walking over here because I'm like, undiagnosed but peer-reviewed, something ain't right. And I have to rehearse what I say before I say it. Because I was like, I'm just like really tired because I spent all day at a castle with my family in the sunshine and it was just like really exhausting. My life is really hard.
But when you're, 6 out of 10 months pregnant.
Rotund.
I wouldn't say you're rotund.
My belly certainly is.
This is about as far pregnant as I saw you with toddler Stevie.
I know.
Because you fucking moved.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
June. You moved in June, and then I didn't see you again until October. And I didn't see you. You gave birth 3 days before I got here.
Yeah. I forgot about that completely.
So I never got to see you through your full pregnancy. Wow. So this is my only reference point. I don't know if you get much bigger than this.
I got 3 months to go, so I'm gonna. I feel like this is as big as I was with toddler Stevie. My husband says no. And I look at pictures because I'm taking every 4 weeks.
Yeah.
A bump picture. And I'm looking at the corresponding week to my first pregnancy. And I'm like, yeah, I guess this is about what I was. But
my running theory when it comes to pregnancy, and it's probably true, I just haven't looked into actual research about it, but my running theory is that after your first child, your body knows what the fuck to do, and it just lets it loose immediately because it's like, oh, I already know how big my muscles have to get. Let's get as big as I'm going to get at the end of the second trimester right now.
Right now.
Yeah.
Because definitely by the end of the first trimester, I was bigger than I was, but I think I've leveled out a little bit because, yeah, body's like, oh, been there, done that. Say my first rodeo.
Yeah, let me go on and open up this room.
Yeah, I couldn't, at 16 weeks, leggings were uncomfortable. And I was like, are you for real right now? I wore these leggings through my whole pregnancy last time. Yeah.
It's about to be dress season up in here.
That is, I've been thinking a lot because Morgan is so sick of fall girls.
I'm so sick of
cramping her summer style.
Listen, it's not that I don't like fall. I love fall as much as the next bitch. I love apple picking. I love cider. I love pumpkin flavored things. I love a good scarf. A 2012 Tumblr girl fall. Bitch, I love that shit. I love basic white girl fall. I do. But my personality is summer.
It is.
And it is, growing up in the desert and then living in Miami, but then moving to Europe. So, like, my whole life was sunshine.
Literally.
And then moved to Europe. So,
which, unless you're in, like, Spain, Portugal.
Malta, Southern
Italy.
I
guess Mediterranean.
Yeah.
Summer is not.
Summer's short. And summer's not warm. And it's the heat I can give or take. I prefer it to be warmer. Like, about 80 degrees and above is my ideal day. Today was beautiful. It was like 75,
it's
76.
Fantastic.
Yeah, today was a beautiful day. It could have been warmer for me, in my opinion. But, yeah, without the sun, it is, like, devastating. And so when people are like, I can't wait for fall to be here, I'm like, I'm going to fucking throw punch you.
Like, I'm just settling into the lack of seasonal affective disorder. Yeah. Let me have my moment. But I will say, pregnant-wise, because I was like, okay.
Oh, fall's the ideal season to be pregnant.
It was caveat.
Okay.
Because, like, temperature-wise, yes. But in the UK, summer's not that bad.
Fair.
Except for the days where you're like, oh my God, I don't have AC and I want to die. Which is like 4, maybe.
We've had more this year.
We've had a lot this year, but it's been fine. Summer, I can throw a sack of cloth, call it a dress, over this body and walk out the house.
Yep.
Fall, not so much.
I know. That's one of the reasons why I like summer so much.
Yeah, that is the one thing. Because I was like, I also love summer because lack of seasonal affective disorder.
Right.
But
3 weeks ago, you were like, the fun part about having tattoos is I don't have to worry about being sunburned there.
Yeah, because I just cover them.
Right.
I don't.
I just have to put sunscreen on my legs.
Exactly. I don't even bother having my arms out because.
Yeah. Bitch,
why would
you
I?
love summer too.
I do. But I like more things about fall. I like the holiday.
Fair.
It's the seasonal food right now that's getting me. Morgan knows this, but I've literally bought things to make myself a pumpkin chai ice latte.
You've been doing it
all week.
You started doing it last year.
Yes.
Do you remember that fateful election day morning and we went into Marks and Spencer so you could get stuff to make the pumpkin spice chais? And I think you've been making them consistently since then.
I stopped making them by like Christmas last year.
Okay.
I haven't had the stuff on hand.
In my brain, you've been making them the entire time.
No, I would. But, oh, it's so fucking good. It's so good. But I think in the States more, because there's more stuff. Here's better than Germany.
Yeah, but what I wouldn't give, I'd probably cut my own hand off for like a legitimate apple cider donut.
Honestly, a pumpkin beer, which you cannot relate to, but
no,
I also can't have right now. So.
I personally feel like apple is the superior fall flavor, but that is a hotly contested topic. And the way you're looking at me right now tells me I need to log off.
No, it depends on like pumpkin. I don't eat it for the pumpkin. I eat it for the pumpkin spice.
Right.
Which you can also put basically all of that with apple. And it would, you know what? I might agree with you a little bit.
Like pumpkin pie over apple pie for me.
Yes.
I love pumpkin pie. But when it comes to flavored things, I think apple and like scent wise. Because pumpkin is usually overly sweetened with like a marshmallow vanilla kind of smell.
Yeah.
Whereas like apple in the fall time, it can be layered in so many ways. But it's usually like crisp or warm. Yeah. Like you can pair it with cinnamon or you can pair it with citrus on its own. For me personally, I think apple is the superior fall flavor and scent. But
I might agree with you. I don't crave it as much, but I can objectively say.
Yeah, there are some pumpkin things that are better. But yeah, I think apple is personally. You've never thought about
my mind right now.
Method, the cleaning company, used to do a fall scent of an all-purpose cleaning one, and it was an apple-scented one. And I would buy enough of it to last me the whole year because it was my favorite scent because it was so crisp.
It's good stuff.
And they don't make it anymore. I haven't seen it. They also used to do a peppermint vanilla hand soap in the wintertime. They don't do it anymore either. The bitches.
Wow, really bringing hot content to you guys, talking about seasons. We're so
Let's move on.
Okay, so there is one thing we've talked about needing to do, and we always forget to do it.
We literally always forget to do it, and I have finally put it in our little showrunner. We've been really bad about talking about this. It goes in every single episode description. It's in our link tree. But did you know that we have a bookshop.org storefront?
And we put definitely all the books we do episodes about. We try and do a lot of the books that we talk about in our monthly wrap-ups too.
Yes.
And so basically you can go to our page with books that we've linked and are essentially promoting. And if you purchase them through bookshop.org through our link, we get a little bit of a kickback.
We do get a little bit of a kickback, but also you help keep small independent bookstores in business as well, because when you make an account, you get to pick your own small indie bookstore that you are making a contribution to. So you keep indie bookstores in business as well.
And you're not purchasing through Amazon.
You're not purchasing through Amazon. We try and do that. We're trying to avoid it where we can.
Exactly. I just deleted my Audible subscription.
Congratulations.
I finally cut ties.
As soon as I can figure out how to get us into the Libra FM affiliate program, I absolutely will, but it requires so many things.
So many things.
It's nonsense. But anyway, find the link to our bookshop.org in our episode description or the link in our bio on all of our social media pages. It's in our link tree. And thank you so much. You help support our podcasting dreams if you purchase through our link.
Exactly. And it'll help us make this even better.
Yeah. Okay, so today, the book we're covering is
Ice Planet Barbarians by Ruby Dixon.
Woo!
A book talk classic.
This year is Ice Planet Barbarians' 10th birthday. It was released in 2015.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. Who would have known? Do you think Ruby ever thought that it would take off this way?
I think there are so many authors who just never saw book talk coming and release books probably 2020 is probably when it took off.
Yeah.
Release books years prior and are like, why am I getting...
The fuck?
Where are these checks coming from?
Suddenly their Kindle Unlimited royalties checks are coming in the triple and quadruple digits.
Right?
Like, the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
So, Ruby Dixon is an author of all things science fiction and fantasy romance. She's a Sagittarius, hey, and a Raylo shipper, and loves farming sims, but not actual housework. She lives in the South, Texas, with her husband and a couple of goofy cats, and can't think of anything else to put in her bio. Truly, she is boring, she says.
She's best known for Ice Planet Barbarians, but she has 9 series that she's penned that span monster romance with a little bit of human romances, too.
It was really hard to find, a singular bio about her. On, 4 different websites, it was 4 different bios, and her own website doesn't have a bio.
That's so... I mean...
Sagittarius coded?
Also, I don't know her age, but I'm going to assume she's a millennial
She's a Raylo shipper. She's obviously a millennial.
I don't want to talk about myself. Stop it. And, I think that's something I found with a lot of these, Kindle Unlimited authors who make a little bit more unhinged things. They're like, I want as little information about me as an individual out there as possible.
Yeah, because they probably still have real jobs.
Right. Or she did, probably up until book talk.
I mean, look at you over here, lady who has a real job that she might be going back to one day. And look at you over here with your own little pen name.
Yeah.
As little information about you into the world as possible.
I know. And as for someone who has the littlest concept of what should be private and what should not be, this is a challenge.
Oh.
I'm better than I used to be because my husband is very private and I've had to learn. We've talked about this before of when we talk about stuff, especially as married and especially sexual content, I'm like, oh, I'm talking about him.
Yeah, he's implied.
And this is putting him on blast in a way that he would probably not consent to. And that, in my marriage, took me probably a good 3 years to, like, really...
Wrap your head around?
Yeah, and get good about thinking before I speak.
Mm-hmm.
Bless him. Bless him.
Again, real considerate of you.
Yeah. Because Mr. Morgan's just like, all right.
It is what it is.
All right.
I guess she's doing that.
But that's understood between the two of you, so it's fine. All I'm going to say is I'm really glad that we're able to edit this and it's not live. Because
Absolutely.
there's so much. And I'm like, that felt fine in the moment, but I'm going to do a little takesies backsies.
Yep,
on that one.
I feel that way too. Do you want to read the back of the book summary?
Yes. You'd think being abducted by aliens would be the worst thing that could happen to me, and you'd be wrong, because now the aliens are having ship trouble, and they left their cargo of human women, including me, on an ice planet. And the only native inhabitant I've met, he's big, horned, blue, and really, really has a thing for me. So we obviously heard about this book on Book Talk, which we've already said, but we usually make a point to say where we've heard about this book. Book Talk.
Book Talk.
Period. It's beloved, as it should be.
As it should be.
Yeah.
After reading this, I get it.
Unhinged Smut Book Club stamp of approval, which we will get into. But first, let's go over the tropes and trigger warnings. So, tropes, alien monster romance, obviously. There's a kind of a who did this to you? More like I'll protect you at all costs.
Yeah.
Bit of a damsel in distress moment, but not in like an annoying way.
No.
Just in like I'm crash landed on an alien planet.
A cargo hold of women crash landed on an alien planet.
And I'm in my pajamas and it's freezing and I don't know what's edible or what will eat me. Mm-hmm. You know? Big time fated mate bond situation. Definitely forced proximity. No third act breakup. However, little bit of a pregnancy trope. Implied pregnancy trope.
Mm-hmm. A surprise pregnancy.
Yeah.
Implied surprise pregnancy, for sure. I put that in the trigger warnings. I forget that it's more of a trope than it is a trigger warning.
Yeah. There is dual POV between her and... between the female main character and the alien.
Male main character.
Which really added to it.
Yeah, it did.
And some found family going on.
Yeah.
Do you want to get into the trigger warnings?
Absolutely. At the beginning of the book, Ruby did include a little bit of a blurb with her trigger warnings and her tropes. So she wrote this book in 2015 after a spat of reading a lot of darker romances. And so this particular story does start out a little bit more violent in tone than other books in the series. So if you haven't read the rest of the series, just know that they do get a little bit lighter and fluffier, she says, after this.
Also, the book as a whole, the first couple chapters are darker. Ironically, when they're stranded on an ice planet is when it gets fluffy.
Yeah. So if this book feels a little too dark to you, she wants you to rest assured that the rest of the series is not dark. So some trigger warnings from the book. Obviously, there's sexually explicit scenes. There is abduction. These are aliens. There is dubious consent in the first meeting between the female main character and the male main character. Obviously, there are hostages. There is injury. There is murder and violence. There is rape of a side character in the very first chapter. And there is a surprise pregnancy.
I want to touch on the rape scene a bit. I am glad that I had both the audiobook and the ebook. Mm-hmm. Because I could stomach it more in the ebook as it was like getting to that point. Like it was obviously what was going to happen. Mm-hmm. I was like, nope. And had to like read it on paper so I could disconnect from it a little bit.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's graphic, but not in...
It's graphic, but not explicit.
Yeah, not in a pornographic way. Yeah. Not in like a...
There's not a lot of detail.
Yeah, but it is
very clear what's happening.
Very clear what's happening. It's not even, like, slightly implied. Don't need to get heavy into, like, rape in media before we even, like, talk about the book.
Rape is character development.
Ugh.
Okay, so we've gone over those things. We'll do our storyline recap. And Stevie and I have both agreed that we need to...
Shut the fuck up a little bit.
But we've got to really work on, like, locking this down.
For two people with microphones who are, like, yapping for the sake of yapping.
So...
Even we acknowledge it's been too much.
I tried to type out the summary. If it sounds a little less off the cuff, I am so sorry. But I did write it myself. I didn't find a summary. So hopefully this is all in my own voice. Our own voice for you.
Yeah.
But the goal is to keep the recaps under 15 fucking minutes.
Yeah, so this part might sound a little clunkier for the next few episodes, but as we get
want
used
you to know.
We're being mindful about quality of content.
All right, so our girl Georgie goes to bed after a typical Tuesday night and has the weirdest dreams. She dreams that she's surrounded by little green men with glowing eyes. She dreams she's strapped to a table. There's chirping, like birds. It's weird. Her dreams cut into then her being at her job as a bank teller and...
Like a work nightmare.
Yeah. She doesn't usually like to dream about work, but for once she's a little relieved because versus the other dream she was having, like, there's a walk in the park. She wakes up to find out she is not where she laid her head down.
And those dreams... Besides the work one, were not dreams.
Were not dreams. That was reality. She quickly works out that she has been abducted by aliens. She makes friends with a girl named Liz who tells her to keep quiet or face punishment of the guards. And you don't want to know what happens to them. Liz fills Georgie in on what the girls think is happening. The little green men abduct women and sell them off as slaves to other alien planets at a high price, and they normally just kidnap 6 at a time and keep them in these stasis pods on the ship, but they got greedy and kept going until the cargo hold was full of young women from North America.
Yeah, and they were able to deduce, like, what they were abducted for, because it's like, okay, we're all women, young, not pregnant, like, and it's like, I don't know what patriarchy looks like on other planets, but I have a hypothesis.
Yeah. So Georgie really quickly becomes like the de facto leader, and she and the others develop a plan to try and take back control of the ship and get themselves back home to Earth. So Georgie decides to be the bait and distract the guards with the idea that they'll chase her into the cage and the rest of the girls will overwhelm the guards and get their weapons so they can take over. But it all goes pear-shaped because the girls do not uphold their part of the plan. And honestly, I don't blame them because in this chapter is when the rape of the side character does happen. So yeah, they all know what's at stake for themselves.
The rape is a punishment.
Yes.
Yeah. And so after just watching that,
I honestly don't blame them. But in the middle of Georgie attempting to overwhelm the guard, the ship's cargo hold is cut loose and ditched on a barren ice planet to be picked up later by the little green aliens.
Because they were crashing, like, simultaneously. This wasn't because they tried to, like, revolt.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, sorry, I wasn't clear about that in my little recap. Yeah, they were having ship problems.
Yeah.
And so they ditched the cargo. One of the women that's on the ship has this little, like, hearing transplant, so it translates what the aliens are saying. And she has become, like, the translator. So Kira is her name. She's able to hear the announcements over the intercom about that they're crashing, that they're going to cut the cargo. And so they kind of know that it's coming.
Yeah, they take the opportunity.
Yeah. Once they are on the ground, everyone is injured, obviously, because it's a bunch of women in a cage that has just now crash landed on a planet. There's little food and water to go around, and they are on a barren ice planet. So at the time the women that are in there decide to leave the women that are in the stasis pods in stasis. They're like, there's no sense in waking them up for anything right now. One, it's more mouths to feed, and two, they're probably going to freak out because
also, they
have like, no clue what's happening.
I sure wish I was in stasis.
Yeah.
I would trade places with them, so I'm not going to do that to them.
We wish we were working in a coal mine.
It's way worse than working in a coal mine. Oh my goodness.
So Georgie, again being the de facto leader, decides to go out and see if she can find help. Or
Also one of the least injured.
yeah, she just had a busted wrist, and so she decides to go out and look either for someone to help them or find things for survival. And she stumbles her way down the mountain and winds up being startled by a big old fish that looks like it's going to eat her, and she falls into a trap.
Like a snare.
Yep.
A hunting
she's
snare.
hanging upside down, and as she's passing out, she sees this big thing approaching. She completely passes out. It cuts to Vectel's perspective after that. He's the alien. He's big. He's blue. And when he sees Georgie hanging upside down, his Kui resonates for Georgie. It's like a mating bond, basically. And he cuts her down. He takes her back to the hunter's cave, and he wakes her up very graciously.
With oral sex. And that's the dub con of it all. Because she wakes up and she's like, this is a much better dream than any of the dreams I've been having. And she's like, hold on. This is too real. This is what's happening. Yeah, because it's dubcon because he's not trying to cross boundaries or be like, ooh, sleeping woman to take advantage of. He's just like...
he's like, this is my mate and she smells incredible, so obviously...
I'm going to do something nice for her.
Mating bond.
Yeah. Like, and it's a cultural difference, we'll say.
Yeah. She's a little taken aback at first, but I think ultimately she warms
lets
up
him finish
pretty quickly. She's like, don't let me interrupt, pal.
Oh, yeah.
So they spend the next day or so trying to get to know each other. Vectel obviously is like, I have to take care of you, my mate.
And they don't speak the same language.
They don't
so
speak the
they're
same language.
Gesturing, doing their best.
Yep, it is charades.
Yeah.
For sure.
Charades and fucking.
Not yet. We're not fucking yet.
They fuck before they get back to the ship.
But not yet.
Okay.
They spend the next day or so together. Vectel takes care of Georgie, feeding her, making sure she's warm, all the things. And she is adamant about getting back up the fucking mountain. And
he's like, you're crazy. I'm going to take you someplace safe and warm. Why the fuck are you trying to climb this mountain right now, you weird woman?
But she convinces him to do it.
With promises of sexual favors.
Yeah. Which, relatable.
Which, I don't know what patriarchy's like on other planets, but men seem to be men.
So he agrees to take her up the mountain, and they stay in a cave on the way up for the night. He sets traps. The next morning, when he's checking the traps, he stumbles across the body of one of the women, and he realizes why Georgie has been so insistent on getting up the mountain. It's because there are other women up there. They do eventually get up the mountain. They race up the mountain, and they find the girls. They are alive, but they are weak. They are cold. They are hungry. And they make a plan to leave some of the supplies with them. Vectel and Georgie are going to head back down to Vectel's tribal caves, gather a group of folk, and come rescue what Vectel thinks is 5 other women. And hopefully keep them,
Yeah.
On the way back down the mountain, they stop for a night in what Vectel calls the Elder's Cave. While they are there in the cave, Georgie realizes that it is a spaceship, actually. And it's a spaceship. It's like covered in ice. And so they melt the ice down. The control panel wakes up. Hello. And the control panel, the AI on the control panel, explains kind of how the ship got there, how Vectel's people got there.
It recognizes that she's speaking Earth English. It's able to do that.
Yes.
And explains how Vectel's people got there, and the Kui, which is the cootie, as one of the girls ends up calling it, is actually a symbiotic parasite.
Yes.
That lives in all of them, that helps them adapt to the planet, and you cannot survive without it because there's some kind of methane in the air or something.
Most people live about people, creatures.
Yeah.
They live about 8 days before they die.
And at this point, they're probably...
It's like day 4.
I was going to say 5 or 6 days, yeah.
Yeah, we're cutting it close here.
We're getting up there, yeah.
The ship also has this really cool feature where it can laser a language into your brain, and Georgie winds up downloading Vectel's language into her brain, and then he is able to... They can communicate now. It's magic. And he's able to... I would
pay so much money to have a language lasered into my brain.
Absolutely.
The dream. Anyways, carry on.
It'd be so easy. At that point, Vectel explains the resonance and how his kui resonated to Georgie, like the mating bond. He's able to explain how they get it, what it does, and kind of like their mating bond in general. And he explains all of that, and Georgie is like, okay, and still does not know if she's going to stay or not. And she wants to speak with the other women before they make a decision.
And she makes a point to tell him of like, I hear you that this is your culture, but this is not my culture. And this is something I'm going to have to choose for myself. And all of us women are a package deal. So if we decide to try and leave, now that I know this is a spaceship,
we're out of here.
We're out of here, yeah.
Because the thing about the kui is once you accept it, you cannot be without it. So if you leave...
And you can't survive on... Like, you couldn't go back to Earth and live. Yeah.
So, it is a choice. Once they get back to the caves, the tribal caves, Vectel tries to get Georgie to a healer. He gathers a group of hunters. The hunters are very excited about women because their tribe numbers are dwindling and there's not enough female sakui to mate with because you can only mate when you have a residence. Well,
you can hook up,
you
can only produce children.
Yes, with like a mating bond, basically. So,
which is when Georgie learns that this is not just we're connected by fate. No, it does this when we are extremely fertility compatible and you're probably pregnant. And she's like, cool. That's sick. Awesome. I'm so glad I know that information now that I've fucked you 10 million times.
Yeah, which she even makes a point to say, like, the first time they have sex, which obviously he doesn't understand. It's a good thing you can't get me pregnant, big guy.
Because we're different species.
Uh-huh.
And it's like, girl, have you ever heard of a horse and a mule? A liger? A zadonk? So many things.
Listen, she's from Orlando. Okay.
Fair enough. Fair enough. But yeah, so he grabs a group of hunters who are conveniently so single, so lonely, and are like, these people look so fucking weird to me, but I'll take it.
Listen, I'll put it in anything.
At this point. And
Georgie does, though, make it a point, because she already told Vectel, the women and I are a package deal. The other thing is that even if every single one of you motherfuckers resonates with one of these women, if the women say no, the answer is no.
Yeah. Georgie's advocating, like, never ceases to stop advocating for the women, which I love.
So, the following morning, they head up the mountain. They stop overnight in the Elder's Cave. Some of the hunters download English, so that way they can communicate with the women they are about to rescue.
There's one guy who's, like, super eager.
Yeah.
And he's like, me first.
Yeah.
Yep. Sign me up. I don't even know what English is. I'll take it. Put it in me.
So when they get to the crashed cargo hold, Georgie makes the men wait outside. He says, you cannot come in here. And she goes and speaks with the other women, and they confer, and they go back and forth. And basically, the other women are like, what other fucking choice do we have?
Yeah, they're like, the option of leaving is such a what if, and a probably would fail. That, like...
But you're telling me I could live here with 7-foot blue men who are giving it to me good?
Who are obsessed with me? Because at this point, they've heard about Georgie's experience with Vectel and seen him be all like...
Alpha male.
Yeah, like, but in like in like a
positive masculinity way.
Hot. And like even there, they were like, I'll suck his dick for another blanket.
Yep.
Like they are really primed to be like getting laid really well in exchange for safety and food. You know, I've been in worse situations.
Yeah, the that pyramid of basic needs, right? They're like, I can tick off a lot of these boxes right here, right now.
Right now. Yeah.
Maslow's hierarchy, that's what it is.
It's truly like a what would you do for a Klondike bar situation. Like right now, I would take a parasite and an alien husband.
Yep, for a cheeseburger. Let's do it. So once the women agree that they are on board, she goes back outside the pod, tells Bechtel and the others, hey, great news, we're going to stay. Everyone's really excited. She says, okay, but also, surprise, there's 6 other bitches. Which,
thankfully, there was a lot of single men. It wasn't just like a 1-to-1 situation with 5 who were eager to come up the mountain. So there were extra hands to physically carry 11 women down the mountain.
Because a lot of them did have to be carried down the mountain because of how weak they were.
Yeah, because they're like sick from the air, basically. They're malnourished, they're frostbitten, they're injured.
Yep, they don't have the enough clothes for all of the women.
Anything.
Yeah. So on their way down the mountain, there's also this little scene where the little green aliens had like put trackers in their arms. Mm-hmm. They cut the trackers out of the women and throw them into a cave of like crazy monkey looking things. And on their way down the mountain, the little green men actually do come back, and they see, they look at the ship and
they assess the situation, and they're like, not worth it.
Yeah,
they're a non-issue essentially. You don't really hear about them anymore. But it's a pretty low stakes for a high stakes situation. It's kind of a low stakes book.
And on their way back down the mountain, the hunters spot Saskos.
Sure,
big.
Like a woolly mammoth is what I'm picturing.
Basically, but it is the animal, it's the creature that they have to hunt to obtain the Kui for all of the women. And they have a very successful hunt. Mm-hmm. They take it down, and they cut open the thing's heart, and that's where all the fucking glowy worms are. Mm-hmm. And Georgie decides she'll go first, because obviously she's like, well, what I have to do to get these women to be on board is, go first. And she has a Kui-induced blackout and comes to. And when she comes to, her Kui resonates immediately to Bechtel. Mm-hmm. And then they live happily ever after.
And all of the women took the Kui too. And some mated. The one who was super eager is like the only one who resonated with someone and ran off in the woods with her. But it's Liz, who's like
the mouthy one.
Kind of a badass. And she's like, I'd be mad, but honestly, good luck to him. Liz will be just fine.
Yep.
Him? Debatable.
It reminded me, just that small interaction, of the videos I've seen floating around, mostly on Reels, not on TikTok, but it's like this guy who's like being pressed up against the wall and shouted at by like a shorter woman. And it's like, if you see a blonde 5'3" woman yelling at me, that's my wife. You don't need to worry. I irritated her, and I'm right where I want to be.
And I'm into it.
They like wink at the camera, and she like grabs his face and yells at him some more. That is exactly the vibe I get with Liz. But that's it. They live happily ever after.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of banging in between and a lot of really fun humor. So let's get into our first impressions. What did you think of this?
I love this. This was a good time.
This was such a fun time.
It was, yeah. This is like exactly what I want from my silly romances.
Yes.
Where it's like plot enough to be like, it's a page turner.
Yeah.
With being kind of fluffy silly enough.
Yes.
That no thinky, just ready,
Yeah, this definitely was a no thinky, just ready kind of book, and it was incredibly fun. I have been giving feedback recently of like characters not being in my brain like fully fleshed out, their characterization not being great, But I felt like the characterization was really spot on
Yeah,
for a
pretty
lot
solid.
of these. Everyone's motives were super clear.
And consistent.
Yes. Yeah, and nothing felt like a surprise in terms of what they were saying or doing.
Yeah. I really like Georgie a lot.
I loved Georgie.
She's a girl's girl.
Absolutely. You touched on that,
And-
right? That she continues to advocate for the entire book.
That's her top priority. Even when she's kind of blinded by the dick, which is a phrase I have not really used since college.
Brand new sentence.
Wow, shout out Sarah. Do you remember those days? Anyways. Yeah, so even when she's blinded by the dick and is like, this is attached to a giant blue alien monster creature, and I'm not asking a lot of questions, that's dick blindness right there.
Yeah, there absolutely could be some red flags in this situation, some blue flags, if you will, and
But she kept her priorities straight. And I like that she was a damsel in distress, but she never felt like pathetic or useless. Yeah.
yeah, she absolutely was a damsel in distress. She's starving and freezing and injured.
Yeah.
But at no point was she's like, I need to go rescue my friends.
Yeah. Yeah, truly.
Yeah, I listened to the audiobook, so did you.
I did like a halvesies. Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. The audiobook was really fun. It has a dual narrator, so you do get like men and women voices, because it's not a duet, so the men are doing the women voices and the women are doing the men voices, but
I think it adds to it in this one.
yeah, I was just about to say that. It doesn't take away from it at all, and it doesn't. My favorite things, because when Georgie is saying that Vectel is saying something, Georgie is not. You're not hearing what Vectel's saying. Georgie says he says something in his strange language.
Yeah. He's
But
making guttural sounds. And there's a few words that they'll use. But she by no means like invented a language for this. Yeah.
But when you're in Vectel's perspective.
Sorry, that was a pregnancy Charlie horse intermission. Oh my god, is it coming fucking back right now? No. Okay. I think we're okay.
You good?
I think we're good. I think we're safe.
One of my favorite parts about the audiobook, though, is when you're in Vectel's perspective, you're
getting like gobbledygook English. What's that card game where you have to sound it out?
I don't know the name of it, but I know exactly what you're talking about. It is... It is so funny because in the book you hear... It sounds like somebody's speaking like after they got Novocained, right? In their mouth.
Yeah, like,
where I'm not even... I just pulled one up on my... I just pulled it up in the book and I just went to a random page, but it's... the phrase is, "Can I have one?" He says, "She gives me a grateful smile and points at another one of the bone knives on my vest. Can I have one?" And that's kind of how stuff sounds.
And it's written as like one word, like each phrase. Yeah.
So this is KINNIHAFWON.
Yeah.
Can I have one?
And like the male narrator really nails it.
Oh, he does such a great job. My favorite is when they get into the hold and it's the other. Yes, here it is. I found it. Are they doing it? Don't look. Go back to sleep. I bet he's got monster dick.
Yeah, it sounds like I'm like a drunk person slurring words together. It's so silly.
It was so silly and it was so funny. And I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know if I would have been able, because I'm dyslexic, if I would have been able to figure this out without having the audiobook.
So funny. So funny.
But it was so funny and so silly. I loved that like touch of humor, that like he doesn't understand their language and so it's coming through as like gobbledygook, but you're still getting the perspective of the women. You're still getting the conversation from Georgie, from the other women.
Yeah.
And it's like I was cackling at those things.
And it's so funny to consider, like, how we would be perceived on an alien planet. Like, so it's funny to see, like, normal things being turned into, like, a what the fuck is she doing? Like, type of thing.
Vectel's completely enamored with her pubic hair, and he keeps calling her clit her third nipple.
Which is so funny. He, like, giggles at her pubic hair. It's like, oh, that's so cute. It's so funny.
Meanwhile, the man is knobbed and ridged for her pleasure all over.
Literally
everywhere.
Yep.
And he's like, what's this third nipple for?
Yeah.
Why does it make you scream when I touch it?
Yeah, and he's literally treating her like a little science experiment, like a sexy science experiment. It's so funny. It's so cute.
I think that the characters were really compelling in just being fun to read. It, honestly, an amazing rom-com. It is so fluffy and fun to read. Like you said, for a book that has, like, really high stakes, it doesn't feel like that. It feels like it's really low stakes. I think because
you could take the same plot and make it very dark, but
yes.
She didn't. And I would say those first couple chapters are
the darkest it gets.
Yeah, when you're with the bad aliens.
Yeah.
Who are not nice. Yeah. But then the rest of it is, like, so fun and fluffy. And I think from the sound of her description, it sounds like the rest of the series is all fluff.
Yeah. Well, and now it's all the women finding their resident mates.
Yeah.
And fucking.
Fucking.
Speaking of fucking, you want to talk about the smut?
Yeah. Some good shit. I think I just love monster romance. I love weird reproductive organs. This was, like, the perfect level of weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, where it's not like...
He's ribbed for her pleasure all over.
Uh-huh.
He's got a ribbed tongue, a bumpy tongue.
He's literally built like a rabbit sex toy.
Yeah. With a knob at the top of his dick that hits your clit or your butthole.
Yeah.
Depending on where you're hitting it from.
As long as you don't have a tail.
As long as you don't have a tail. Which I thought, what a fun little sex scene in that, like, he was excited to do it from behind because he's never done it because all of the women in his tribe have tails.
Right.
So he's like, this is fun and exciting.
Right. Have you ever tried this one? We make that joke every single episode, but it fits every single time.
It does.
It does.
I can't believe I missed it this time. Thanks for picking up the slack.
I know, I had to. Your uterus is rebelling against you right now. So
I just need to know, what is the point of having a uterus if I'm not having any more children?
Rip it out.
I might.
Whew. Anyways.
Anyway.
Smut. Yeah, so let's start from the beginning. He wakes her up with
Oral sex.
And she thinks it's a wet dream, realizes it's not, and is like,
you know what?
I can read your vibe. And, like, you're not the weird rapey orange alien. This feels more like you're just doing this as something nice for me.
Yep.
I'm not gonna interrupt you.
And she's like, you're into it even though I'm covered in
shit. She's in literal shit. Yeah.
A bloody alien jumpsuit covered in the shit from our shit bucket in the cargo hold. And you're into this still?
All right
now.
I think she says, like, I have boyfriends, human boyfriends, that I could not pay to do this when I'm, like, fully bathed, shaved, waxed, plucked,
and everything
oiled,
showered.
yeah,
douched. Who knows? And you're down here?
I'm not complaining.
All right.
He's got this ribbed tongue too. Funsies.
That's super funsies. We really like a weird junk in a monster romance and an alien romance. Like, what's the point without the weird junk? I never considered we could make tongues weird too.
Right? Isn't that fun?
That was so fun. That was a really fun extra. Thanks for that, Ruby.
Right? He is the perfect amount of humanoid while still being very much not a human.
Right. He has horns and a tail and a ridged forehead, and his skin feels like suede.
Yeah. Because sometimes I'm like, this feels like, I was about to say animal husbandry. It's not what it is.
Bestiality?
Bestiality? There is some monster romance where I'm like, this feels like we're really towing a line here. This one was not that. This one was perfect.
Yeah. I really enjoyed their differences. I really enjoyed his differences. So he wakes her up with oral sex. She's like, all right, rock on. They cannot communicate. The next day, she gets a bath. And there he is washing her. And it kind of relates to a little, like, heavy petting.
And this is where she implies, take me up the mountain and I will give you sexual favors.
Yes, because he wants to have sex with her.
Yes.
And she's like, buddy, I don't fucking know you.
Yeah. But she's like, I'm not opposed. But. Because in her head, she's like, I'm using him, but also, like, I do have eyes. And I've seen that thing. And I'm curious. Yeah.
After his tongue, I mean, what else can you do?
Which, yeah, she sure is curious because they get back to the cave that they're staying in before going up the mountain. And she's like, actually, I'm going to give it up right now.
Right now.
Actually,
I saw what he's working with, and...
Fuck it. We ball.
Yeah, we're already halfway up the mountain. We're stopping for the night. Why wait?
I'm cozy. I'm safe. You're hot.
You fed me.
You don't care that I'm pretty gross right now. Your skin is so warm. Warm me up, baby.
I'd be crazy not to. Yeah, and they go at it. And it is, I feel like the smut was written really well, too. It's not, it doesn't drag on forever and ever, but there is enough detail to be like, thank you for this.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they have sex that night, I think a couple times. And that's when she's like, it's a good thing you can't get me pregnant, buddy.
Surprise, Shawty.
I love brain rotting with you. They, next time is, he tries to make a move when they're in the cargo hold that night. After they find the girls, and she's like, no, but she wants to.
His species,
not shy.
PDA, it's nothing.
You and me, baby, ain't nothing but mammals.
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't.
Except, well, I guess, yeah, they are. He is a mammal.
Technically. I have nipples, Greg. Can you milk me?
Oh my god, side note, already leaking.
Oh no.
Yeah, I can't. I'm just watching this like liquid gold leak out. I can't even collect it yet. Not allowed.
Why not?
Well, I can't like express it.
Because you could induce labor.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dumb.
Right. Anyways.
Yeah, so in his culture it's not a big deal to be affectionate. The PDA isn't a big deal. If you overhear, you know, your fellow Sakui getting it on, it's really not a big deal.
Yeah.
You do you, babe. But
and Georgie's like, oh my god, no, stop.
Yeah.
But it's really cute because he's like, I could tell that while this is normal for me, it's not for her, and I'm going to respect it. It's really cute.
He's a very respectful man.
He's so like, it's so alien man written by woman. It's adorable. He's precious.
Shut the fuck up.
Protect Vectel at all costs.
Absolutely.
Little angel baby.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The next time they be getting it on is when they get to the Elder's Cave. And they be fucking in the Elder's Cave.
I think it's like, just, we be on it.
Absolutely. Because Georgie's like in a half sleepy stupor the next morning when she sees the blinking light and is like, is that a spaceship?
Yeah.
The fuck is this?
Yeah.
They get it on
in his cave.
In his cave. That's where she finds out that she could potentially be pregnant with his baby.
Continues to fuck him anyways.
Continues to fuck him anyway.
I'm in it. And it's funny because she doesn't have like a mate bond technically, but she's like, I'm immediately like, a little possessive.
She gets a little jealous when she finds out that the healer used to share a bed with Vectal before she resonated for someone else.
And like a little protective and is like, I might be pregnant. Weird, I'm not that upset about it.
Yeah.
I'm actually like kind of excited at the thought. And so you can tell that there is like a weird connection on her end as well, that but she just doesn't have a word for it before she has the cootie.
The cootie. Do they fuck one more time before it's over?
I think they fuck after she takes the cootie.
They do. Yep, they do be getting it on.
At least on page. Yeah, and that's doggy style in the forest.
Yep.
And yeah.
Yeah, because after the mating bond clicks into place, you obviously have to spend time together. Mm-hmm. The intents to mate is so strong.
Yeah.
As is told in all magic systems.
All magic systems. Can't stop, won't stop. Just like literally dripping macaroni in a pot. That's some WAP.
And good for her.
As it is described. Direct quote from the book. Just kidding.
Cardi B actually stole macaroni in a pot. That's some WAP from
Ruby Dixon.
Ruby Dixon.
So WAP was inspired by this book, I'm pretty sure. WAP. Oh my god, I sound so Caucasian, which fits, but WAP. Jesus Christ. So what are some things you loved? I feel like our first impressions, we talked a lot about things we loved.
I loved the humor of this book. I loved the monster junk. I liked that there was a lot of things I didn't think about in terms of like being different and being fun. Like he has a tail, but for once the tail's not prehensile. You know, to be putting in other things. It's like a little lion's tail.
Yeah.
But yeah, I liked the differences in their physicality a lot and how, you know, he looks at Georgie as so soft, but also Georgie looks at him as so soft. Like, you know, he feels
his skin is soft,
firm and solid, but like he is soft. His hair is soft. He, I love that Georgie was a girl's girl. I loved that. I wanted to. I like. I'm now compelled to read the rest of the Ice Planet Barbarians.
I will be.
There's so many of them, though.
I know. I don't remember if I said this on the podcast or if we were just talking about it. I've put off reading this book for so long because I knew I would fall into a rabbit hole of like a bajillion books and novellas. It's like, I don't know, I'm ready for that right now.
If all of the boyfriends are like Vectal, fantastic. Give me 14 of them right now.
Yeah.
These possessive...
I want 17 of these little blue bitches.
These sweetly possessive men.
Yeah, it is the perfect balance of possessive aggressive and also like sweet, so respectful angel baby man.
Yeah.
It sounds like there's going to be one that's a little bit more
grumpy,
rough around the edges.
The bad guy.
Not even a bad guy, but just like, let's cut the bullshit. I'm like sick of working around your feelings. And I think that's going to be enjoyable because it's with the right type of person. Yeah, this series will be read. Some critiques.
Girl, I don't know if I have any.
I've got a couple.
Tell me.
So we'll circle back to the rape scene. I think after seeing how House of the Dragon, the show, handled a rape scene, that is now my like bar. Do you remember? Did you watch that show?
I did watch House of the Dragon, but I do not remember the rape scene.
So that's because it wasn't really there, but it was implied like very artistically. So it's a maid who's obviously like very shaken up, talking to Team Green, the like queen, basically, and about an experience she had with the prince, her son. And the queen is handling it both of like, I have to protect my son, but also I'm a woman and I know what you're going through. And it was so artfully done where it was not used for like
character development.
not even character development, but like like they didn't use like that like very common violent act so many women experience as like shock factor. You know what I mean? By making the scene more graphic.
Yeah.
And this felt not like that, but just I think I just don't like on-page rape of any kind.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because the Georgie is like, everyone turns away and Liz tells her like, don't look. And Georgie's like, but someone needs to look to like bear witness to what's happening to this woman. And I think if she had looked away and it was describing like what she was hearing with an understanding, maybe that wouldn't have been as rough. But like, I also think it fits Georgie's character of like,
to bear witness.
Yeah. Someone needs to like carry this on their shoulders with her.
Yeah. Let her know that she's not alone.
Yeah,
in
exactly.
It either.
Yeah, and yeah, I think I just don't like rape scenes.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. Moving away from heavy stuff, could be gayer.
Could be gayer.
Seems like there's not any setup for any gayness. Because of the nature of this mate bond being like for breeding. Yeah. You know? So, don't love that. But I think that's my only other critique.
When I saw V.E. Schwab a couple months ago, I didn't realize, because I just didn't pay attention, I guess, or I wasn't, I don't know, hunting it out, but V.E. Schwab is lesbian. And
oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and for a while, she also didn't know that. And
haven't we all been there? Can't go to bed.
I think actively she identifies as queer, but you know, is sapphic. And she was talking about, you can see through some of her earlier books, like she's working through her own self-discovery of being a queer woman. And her books just got progressively like gayer and gayer and gayer, like just more queer characters, to her most recent book being Bury Our Bones, and it's about 3 lesbian vampires, or about 3 lesbians, and they are vampires, and each of the characters kind of like represents a point in her life of like where she was at with her queerness. Well, 2 of them do, and one of them represents the kind of experience she wished she had, which is like somebody who understood that they were queer from a very young age and got to explore their queerness in their teenage and young adult years.
In their coming of age, yeah.
Yes. In their 20s, right? Instead of figuring it out in your late 20s.
Yeah.
But she was being interviewed by Samantha Shannon, and Samantha Shannon is the author of Priory of the Orange Tree and like all of those books. And Samantha Shannon, I think, also queer. And Samantha was saying, yeah, at first when I like started to introduce queer characters into my book, it was like 1, maybe 2 of them, and now I've just gotten to the point where everybody's fucking gay.
Yeah. Everybody.
And I feel that was a long setup, but for you to say could be gayer.
Could be gayer.
That's where we're getting.
Yeah.
With books as well. It's like, what do you mean there's no sword crossing? What do you mean there's no pussy licking? What do you mean?
Because especially how it's like men who have been alone, like mateless, for a long time.
Listen.
And you're going to tell me they didn't explore each other's bodies?
That's not to be said that they might not have, because Vectal was hooking up with the healer until she resonated with someone else, and she was not pleased to be resonated with that person. So people might have been hooking up.
Might have been. We might find out. And the rest of the series might get a little gayer.
Fingers crossed.
I more want lesbians.
But there weren't really a lot of women.
I know.
What, there were only like 4 women? 6 women, and 2 of them were literal infants?
Yeah.
So.
That's not gonna happen.
No, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. Maybe in some of her other books she has 9 series. You can.
I also really want to see what the babies look like. Or, well, see. Read what the babies look like and imagine in my brain.
There are a couple, I'm sure you've looked, there are some novellas about, like, the babies.
Oh.
And they're on the covers of them is just babies that have been photoshopped blue.
Oh, God. I don't think I like that.
They're on our website. They're pretty funny. Do you have any other critiques?
I think that's it, really.
Yeah, it could be gayer. You personally don't like on-page rape scenes.
Yeah, personal preference.
Personal preference. Yeah, I'm not sure I have many critiques for it. I think if you know what you're getting going into this, which is an alien romance book, I think Ruby knocked it out of the park with this one.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I really don't think I have. And she was quite clear about, I know you have a personal preference about rape scenes, but she was quite clear in the
Yeah, as
beginning about
forewarned, which I appreciate. I usually don't pay attention to trigger warnings. I'm glad
that you did for this one.
Yeah, because that is trauma. Anyways.
I think it's time to rate the book.
I think so. What's your rating?
4 stars.
Wow, we haven't agreed
In a
long time. Solid 4 stars.
Yeah. I don't think it has like the wow factor for me to bring it to 5 stars, but it definitely is a super solid 4 stars. I absolutely will be recommending this book to people.
Yeah, thoroughly enjoyed it.
It was so fun.
We'll pick up the rest of the series eventually. Had a great time.
Yeah, these are good palate cleansers, I think.
Spice level.
Okay.
I'm gonna go 3.
Okay, I was gonna say this is not super spicy.
Maybe like 2.5. Like very middle of the road.
Yeah, it's not kinky. You just get weird. You get different junk.
Yeah. It's very normal sex, but with a not human.
Yeah. He's excited to do a doggy style.
I know,
Like,
right? Yeah.
For once, I think we can say that's happening in a lot of bedrooms.
Yeah, this is not my barometer being off. This is just if you made him human, this would be almost boring.
Yeah, honestly.
And in the spice department,
but the smut of it all was really well written.
Really well written, and I think it was the right frequency to break up the plot a little bit.
Yes.
And I think it made sense in the plot. It wasn't just like, all right, fuck break. Like
so many erotica books are though.
So
where
many.
The plot is simply building just to break for them to have sex.
Which I'm not hating on. That has a time and place. But
yeah, but it doesn't always fit the time and place, which can be really frustrating because you're like, come on.
Yeah, right.
Like, get back to the story.
I was actually getting into this plot.
Or like, that doesn't make any sense.
Right?
That's always my big thing. Why are we fucking the tube man in the fucking parking lot?
Yeah.
Come on.
Didn't make sense.
Be so fucking for real right now.
Yeah.
Anyway, what would be the unhinged level?
This one might be one of our least unhinged.
I think this is one of our least unhinged. I would give this 2 straitjackets.
Yeah, I was gonna say like 2 max.
Because it is
the alien of it all.
It's the alien of it all, the alien planet of it all. The, knobby penis. They've got horns, they've got tails, they've got suede skin. But like you said, it's if you replace with human, it's actually kind of vanilla.
Yeah.
Kind of vanilla.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would give this 2 straitjackets. Yeah. Not very unhinged.
We agreed across the board.
Oh my god!
That might be the first time that's ever happened. Wow.
This is a really fun book. I'm really glad that we read this book. This was
so
great.
fun.
And I'm really excited for the novella episode with Alexis.
Me too. And I now totally get her obsession with alien romance. I can say, I'm with you. I see you, and I validate you.
You want to talk about next month's book club book, not the novella book?
Yes! Oh. Because I'm so excited. We're getting back to our roots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is, and I think, oh no, we would have done it in like a June or something, but I was going to say we're at like a year mark of when I tried to start this, but no, it's fine. So next month we are going to, it's a reread for Stevie and I, but we're going to do it for you, dear listener.
Yeah, I'll make the sacrifice to read this book that I genuinely love and adore by an author I genuinely love and adore again.
We are reading Morning Glory Milking Farm by C.M. Nacosta.
A perfect book. I can tell you already, I'm going to be giggling and kicking my little feet and raving about this book because I fucking love this book. I love the series. I love the author. She's perfect and can do no wrong.
Yeah, and we have 2 CM Nacosta books lined up. So September is Morning Glory Milking Farm, and then we're doing a novella for her in October.
So excited.
Yeah, that one I think is going to be super fucking unhinged. I'm really excited about that one.
Yeah.
But if you don't know about Morning Glory Milking Farm, here is the back of the book summary. Violet is a typical down on her luck millennial, mid-20s, overeducated and drowning in debt, on the verge of moving back into her parents' basement, when the lifeline appears in the form of a very unconventional job in a neighboring Cambric Creek. She has no choice but to grab it with both hands. We did not plan to make eye contact and giggle, but I'm glad we did. Morning Glory Milking Farm offers full-time hours, full benefits, and generous pay with no experience needed. There's only one catch. The clientele is grade A certified prime beef with the manly, meaty endowments to match. Milking minotaurs isn't something Violet ever considered as a career option, but she's determined to turn this opportunity into a reversal of fortune. When a stern, deep-voiced client begins to specifically request her for his milking sessions, maintaining her professionalism and keeping him out of her dreams is easier said than done. Violet is resolved to make a dent in her student loans and afford name-brand orange juice, and a one-sided crush on an out-of-her-league minotaur is not part of her plan. Unless her feelings aren't so one-sided after all.
I'm so excited for that book. I love that book.
So that's next month's book club book. Be sure to pick it up and read along if you don't want to be spoiled, but we'll be talking about it anyway.
Mm-hmm. And since you're going to be getting the book anyways,
you might as well get it from our bookshop.org link.
Boom. In the description.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
All right. I think that's it for this episode of the Unhinged Smut Book Club. Thanks for reading with us. I'm Morgan.
And I'm Stevie. Don't forget to rate, review, and subscribe so you never miss an episode filled with chaos, kink, and questionable literary choices.
Until next time, keep it spicy.